This is my current card collection. I have a mixture from Pokemon to Miraculous, Jackie Chan, Persona, Yu-Gi-Oh, you name it, I've pretty much almost have it in this card collection, though probably not really, as there's a lot. These are my Persona 5 cards. I got these specifically from the Persona 5 deck. They were either from Amicon or Kitacon, which are two smaller conventions here in the UK, but we've got Joker, hologram, and then we've got a bunch, the same card but non-hologram. Hologram, what am I talking about? Holographic. But yeah, I have a bunch of different Joker cards at the front, and then some of either Ren or Akira, depending on how you prefer to call him. I honestly preferred the name Akira for him rather than Ren Amamiya from the anime. Then I've got a bunch for Antakamaki, and then some more of Panther. And then some of Ryuji Sakamoto, along as his Persona user school. And then each Persona uses obligatory animal character in Mona or Morgana, whichever you prefer to call him by, along with the first appearance of Morgana's Persona, Zoro. And then we've got a couple Shiho and a couple Mishima Yuki. And that is all the cards I have in this Persona deck. This beauty right here is my Jackie Chan Adventures card collection. This one specifically is the one I've had since I was a child, as you can tell by all the scuffs and the dents on the tin itself. The only downside of having all the cards in here is that they are unfortunately not sleeved, because otherwise the cards wouldn't fit in the little slots that they're in. I do have all the talismans still for this set that I got from magazines growing up. This is a series my brother and I loved growing up. I don't have a complete set of every card in this series, unfortunately, but I do have them already lined up in orders that they're meant to be in number-wise, and through each character's, like all these Jades. I love Jade, she was my favourite character from the animation show growing up. Uncle was another character I absolutely loved. He was on par with Uncle Iroh from the Avatar Last Airbender for me. Then of course there's the main man himself, Jackie Chan. I grew up loving watching a bunch of different Jackie Chan movies, so obviously when I saw there was a cartoon for him, I absolutely loved it. It was only when I got older that I discovered that he didn't actually voice his character in this cartoon, which, not gonna lie, did disappoint me a little bit, but I still love the show. I truthfully have not looked through these cards and all the characters and everything for a while. It's just been sitting there collecting dust basically. So going through it and seeing all these old characters that I haven't watched or seen for years makes me just love them again, and really makes me want to watch the animation cartoon all over again. Card with the red film you use to try and see if you can see a clue on these other code cards, but you can't really see it that well. And these are some of the lenticular cards I've got, one of Jackie Chan and one of Shendu. Shendu or Shindu? It has been a while since I've watched the show. I really should give it another watch again, because it was such an amazing cartoon growing up. If you have not seen it, it is a cartoon I would recommend. Though I could be saying that with purely rose-tinted glasses, because I've gone back and watched a lot of cartoons I loved as a kid and have been like, these isn't as good as I remember it being. One of them being a show called Shaolin Showdown. I rewatched it and I was like, ooh, this ain't as good, but I still love it, don't get me wrong. I still think it's a great show, but it's not one I'll put on repeat and rewatch again anytime soon. The Jackie Chan Adventures cartoon, I remember being on one specific channel, but that one channel kept changing names. It started as Fox Kids, then it went to Disney's Jetix, or Jets, I don't know, I can never remember it, but then it eventually changed into Disney XD. My favourite episode I can remember being when Jade goes back in time and she meets Jackie and Velmont when they were kids. The thing I like about this tin is there's more to it than just what's on top. Underneath you'll see I have this belt here. This belt, funnily enough, has little hooks on it. That's where you can attach the talismans to. And I also have a Jackie Chan Adventures binder. This is where I keep all the spare cards that I've got that I just don't want up on the actual main surface level, as I only want one of each on there. But yeah, that's it for the Jackie Chan Adventures cards. Move on to the next lot. This binder, as you can tell from all these stickers on it, is my Miraculous Ladybug cards from the Miraculous Secrets TCG or CCG. I have done a video of opening up that booster box, however that was on a different channel I'd created. That one was specifically for Miraculous, but obviously my interests go beyond Miraculous in terms of the TCGs and CCGs. I was thinking about getting that video off the channel and putting it on here and deleting that channel. The unfortunate thing is I cannot remember the email I had used for that YouTube channel, so that video will be stuck on that channel forever pretty much. These cards are known as the secret cards, and to reveal them you're meant to put heat on them to make the writing appear. As you can see, the writing's appeared on them all, and that is because my room at the moment is super hot. Here in England we are currently suffering an amber warning heat wave, and our houses aren't equipped with air conditioning, so I'm dealing with that. But I've got 3. These are known as the secret rares in this set. I believe there are a total of 8, but I've got them 3 and 2 more extra there. But yep, that's pretty much it for the Miraculous Secrets cards I've got. This is my stitch binder that I have shown in the stitch booster box opening, so I'll just quickly flip through them as it's something we've all seen before if you've watched that video. The only one that wasn't shown is this card here, because this was a limited edition card that come with the binder when I ordered it. But that's pretty much all the stitch cards I've got. This is the last binder I have that's not Pokemon, even though this is a Pokemon binder. As you'll see, it says SV3. This was one made specifically for Obsidian Flames, but I never complete a set. The first page you'll definitely tell my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh card, because the whole page is pretty much full of them, and that is the Blue Eyes White Dragon cards. There is one specific Blue Eyes Dragon card that I love the most out of all of them, which is this one right here. The reason why is because this card come from the 10th anniversary Legendary Collection binder thing. I also have all the other cards that come with it, along with a bunch of different other types of Blue Eyes cards. The next page is where they all are. I don't know where this obelisk specifically come from, but I do know that these 3, along with this Red Eyes Black Dragon, also come from the Legendary Collection. Same with this Dark Magician right here. The only other card I really care about is this Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon, because I got it from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time movie. And of course you could not have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection without any form of Karibos. I've got my 2 favourite up there. This page has got all characters from the speed dolls. You'll see I have 2 random turned overs because they're copies of the characters next to them. These Black Rose Dragons look like the same, but the names are all different colours. It's the same as cards over here. I've got the regular and the holographic version, like with this on the Pegasus cards. I only keep Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I either like or like the character that uses them, or cards that at some point I would love to create a deck for myself. Here's all my spell cards. A lot of these cards you might notice are not in good condition, but that's because they're old, so again they have nostalgia meaning for me. The next set of cards I've got are my Digimon. I should have some. Yeah, there they are, the Marcus Damon. This one is a box topper from the booster box. Then I've got all the other characters. My favourite Digimon character being Izzy. I always loved him growing up. I've then got all the Digimon that I liked in their Digivolution line. I don't have my favourite Digimon, but oh well. This is the start of the Naruto cards I collected from the Tier 2 Wave 7 box I've opened. I have put them all in order of episodes, so when I get some more cards to complete it, I'll hopefully move them over. Next I've got my Hero Academia cards. This Ochako Uraraka card, I went to a store called Tokyo Toys and they had little wafer things, and inside the wafer things you got a random character card, and that's where I got Ochako. Other than that, I only kept cards of characters I liked, like Aizawa, but come on, let's be real, who doesn't like Aizawa? And yeah, that's pretty much it for this binder and my non-Pokemon card collection. Next will be my Pokemon cards. Start with the small binders. This one here you can see because I've got pictures of Eevee on the binder. This binder is going to be my Eevee card collection, where it starts from as early as the Cardass cards to the promotional type of cards. This binder is nowhere near complete. I think it's about maybe 10% complete, but as you see I've got like the Japanese, the first edition, and then the unlimited of Jungle, and then the same with the Team Rocket, and I started with the Gym Heroes I believe, but then I just gave up on that for now. This card here, it may look like it's from the Legendary collection, but it's from the vending machines, and then obviously I've got a bunch of different random cards, including the Tops card right there. This card specifically, the Eevee football one, I got it from a shop called Game, where all you had to do was go in and spend like about £15 worth for Pokemon cards, and you'd get either Eevee, Pikachu or the Gala trio starters. On this next page you'll see that I've got this card right here. Ignore the random Jolteon and Umbreons. But yeah, this is from the Pokemon Go tin. I've pretty much just cut the top and the bottom of it so it can fit into this binder. And then I've just got a bunch of random Eevees from, I believe, Eevee Heroes. But yeah, that's it pretty much for all the Eevee cards I currently have. The next binder here, this binder holds my favourite Pokemon, but it will never be complete, unfortunately, because of how expensive the cards are, and that is Umbreon. This right here is my favourite Umbreon card, the Umbreon V alternate art from Eevee Heroes. My second favourite is on the next page, and it is this Pokemon Play Call of Legends Energy reprints. I absolutely love this card. And my third favourite is this Rainbow Rare Umbreon. I remember buying so many Sun and Moon base set boxes just to get this one card, and when I did, I was beyond happy. So, another card I love is this Umbreon GX Alt Art. This is the regular, and that's the alternate art up there. You could only get that from the Umbreon GX Premium Collection set. That Premium Collection set only cost me £40 when it was first released. And then I just have a bunch of random Umbreon cards laying around, a lot from Obsidian Flames. It then moves on to my Espeon collection. I do have the Pokemon Play Espeon version of the Call of Legends Energy, which is one of my favourites. On the next page, we do have the Espeon Prime here, which again is another card that I do absolutely love. Once upon a time, I did have the Umbreon Prime, but I gave that away to someone I thought of as a little brother. This card here is in terrible condition, but I was given it off of a dear friend of mine, so I'm keeping it regardless of the condition. And that's all the cards in this binder. Next I have this yellow binder here. This binder eventually I'm going to be using to fill up full of Jolteon cards just for my sister because that's her favourite Pokemon. At the moment though it's full with Pikachu. I got this from when I went to see the I Choose You movie. As you can see I've got a bunch of different of the hat wearing Pikachus. I've got a couple more on this page along with the football Pikachu, and then the Detective Pikachu I got from the DVD. I've got the Crown Zenith and Pikachu's birthday card along with this Unigaba Pikachu, and then I've just got a bunch of random Pikachus just floating about. This page here I've got all the same promo but different languages. The top two are from the ETB of the Paldea Evolve. Bottom one's the Japanese pre-release and the other's a Chinese pre-release I believe. Next is my few Glaceon cards. I do have my two favourite Glaceon artworks, so I'm happy about that. The next page I have all my Leafeons. Haven't really got my favourite Leafeon card yet, but oh well. After that is the Sylveons. I somehow ended up with 2 Sylveon V alternate arts. I have no idea how, but gotta love them. And then down here I've got 2 dark Sylveon Vs because I love the dark Pokemon and the light Pokemon. I'm hoping they'll bring them back, like they have brought trainer Pokemons back. And yeah, that's the yellow binder complete. Now for the last one, this nice blue one. This one has the original 3 evolutions in, starting off with my Vaporeon cards. These are just random cards that I've been able to just pick up every now and then I've got my Jolteon cards, trying to do it in the same order, and then my Flareon cards as well. And that's it for the small binders I've got. Yeah, no more cards. So that's all 4 of the small binders. I'll then move on to the big ones. These 4 are my big binders for my Pokemon cards. I am doing something a bit different. I'm doing a Pokedex, however mine's going to be different from what I've seen anyone else do so far. This is my Kanto Pokedex, if you couldn't tell from all the fun stickers that I've got dotted around the 151 Mew binder. All proper stickers that I got from the Pokemon magazines. So yeah, on the first page, I'll either pick cards I like the artwork for or I think look best. As you can see, I've got Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, but then I've got a shiny Venusaur along with a Mega Venusaur and then a Venusaur Gigantamax. So yeah, if the Pokemon has a different form, I want to include it. And then you'll see I've got the Charmander and then a shiny and then a dark Charmeleon. Again, I really want them to bring back the dark and light Pokemon. The next page is the one my nephew absolutely loves because obviously I've got a shiny Charmeleon, then the Celebrations Charizard along with the shiny Radiant Charizard. But then I've also got the Mega X and Mega Y along with the Charizard VMAX and the VMAX Shiny, and then the Terra Charizard and then the Terra Shiny. So other than the one Charmeleon, this is a Charizard page, but then it moves over to the Squirtle line, again the same. I am trying to collect all the Pokemon in order, so I'm filling up page after page as I go. I'll have either vintage artwork in it, if I like the vintage art or not. I've even got the Mega Pidgeot. I'm also including breaks in with this whole set and another dark Raticate there. I've also got the dark Arbok as well, and this is where the page starts getting a bit gappy. As you'll see, I've got the Pikachu Terror written down here. That's where that card will eventually go. It's so it helps me keep on top of it. This is the Dark Raichu Secret Rare from Team Rocket set. And then I'm meant to have a shiny Raichu, but then break. I'm using this tag team card for the Alolan Raichu, and I'm also using different forms, like with this Sandshrew and Sandslash. That won't be the only one though. This is my favourite shiny card. It is the Vulpix Secret Rare from the Platinum set. I absolutely love it. We'll start noticing more and more empty gaps as we go on. I do like this shiny Oddish card, however I do have a hidden one behind, because if you look at it, it is a completely green Oddish, which is the shiny colour for Oddish. So I thought, despite there being a proper official shiny Oddish card now, I'm still going to keep this one behind it, because it, to me anyway, it is the first official shiny for Oddish. And as you can see, as I said, it's getting more and more gappy with not having certain ones. With the Ditto, I'm going to do something different. As you can see, I've got Ditto written above different Pokemon, so I'll be getting all different forms of Ditto as well. With the fossils, I'm including their actual base fossil. This is my favourite Articuno art from Journey Together, so I had to get it, including the artwork for Mewtwo and Mew from the 151 Premium Collection, and even the Shining Mew from Shining Legends. Along with collecting the Pokemon from each region, I'm also wanting to get all the trainers, well, the important trainers for each region as well. So yeah, that's my Kanto done. This is my Johto. It is definitely far more not filled in like anything else would be. Like the Dittos, I am planning on getting every different form of the unknown, including the exclamation mark and question mark. But yeah, there's not that many good cards to talk about in here as of yet. The only decent card I have in here is this Shining Ho-Oh from the Shining Legends ETB. This next binder has all the Pokédex entry all the way from Gen 3 up until Gen 8, because I haven't got enough binders. I do love these two artworks, and my favourite Rayquaza artworks right there. But yeah, in order to complete this whole Pokédex thing I want to do, it's going to take a while, especially if they keep adding more and more cards in different forms and everything. But yeah, just quickly show you through the Gen 7 and got a random metal there, and then the Gen 8, and then I'll show you the best cards in this binder. This first page here is from the 2023 Trickle Trade Boosters. Then I've got the 2024 right next to it. Then it gets more into the full art territory. I've got a lot of Arvin, if you couldn't see, there's a lot more to come later on. And then the gold cards of a random, and then this is my spare Charizard page, if you would. Pretty much every Charizard duplicate I've got. As we're in the Scarlet and Violet era, this is going to be my Gen 9 binder, as it's so much easier to get that generation of cards. It's nowhere near complete yet, as I'm still also using this binder for a bunch of other cards I've got. I absolutely love this Chi-Yu card because I love the colour teal, so that's immediately a love one for me. This is the Metal Mew card. This Vulpix is a Toys R Us promo I got a while ago, and I've even got a 20th anniversary Slowbro promo, another Vulpix, and then just a bunch of other random cards that I've loved and kept. As I said, I loved Arvin, so I got a bunch of cards for him. There's more, as you can see, I've got a lot for him. But yeah, that's pretty much all the cards I've currently got in my TCG and CCG collection. As I said, if I'm still doing this YouTube channel in like a year's time from now, it'll be interesting to come back to see what cards are new. But for now, that's all. See ya!